Welcome back to WJFB, the Joey Broadcasting Network. Proudly presents another game this afternoon as the number 4 TMT, Too Much Talent, takes on number 2 Ruckus. Live here in beautiful Hagerstown, Maryland. To give a brief recap of today's events, Market Street defeated Top Gun earlier this morning. Broadax rallied late to beat the Red Knights. Program pounded the Warriors. And earlier, just a few minutes ago, Ruckus, playing in their first leg of a doubleheader, defeated the Spartans. And as Ruckus takes the field, we begin the game. Ruckus is the story of the season. They sit currently at 7-0. No losses. They're currently on a 9-game winning streak. The second longest in the league behind Broadax. TMT currently 3-1 on the year. They destroyed the Warriors. They destroyed Top Gun, got by the Spartans, and fell a couple weeks ago to the Red Knights. TMT will be in defense in the purple, mostly. And Ruckus is on offense in the orange. Ruckus, based out of Hagerstown, Maryland, with players coming all over the place from Baltimore, while TMT is based out of Winchester, Virginia, and Inwood, West Virginia, down the I-81 corridor.
Hey, check it over here. Check it over there.
And here we go. Referee Brian Davis, former standout All-American at University of Pittsburgh, officiating the game. And here we go. Scotty Scott in the gun. Drops back. Fires. Complete. Oh, no. Right off the hands. Second down. TMT on the third leg of a 4-game set this morning. As I was told by head coach TJ Williams, they played twice this morning in an 8-man league in Winchester and then rode up the corridor for 2 more today. This is the 5th of 6 games coming up later this afternoon. Start time 4:30, but unlikely will be around that time. More towards 5 will be TMT taking on the West Virginia Ducks. Here we go. 4 wide receivers running back in the backfield. Drops back. He's going to run. And, he shook him off, and a completion for a first down. Big first down conversion to start the game for Ruckus. The Orangemen, number 2 in the league. Their 6th season, and so far this has been their best season. Trying to keep the undefeated record alive in lieu for a showdown in 2 weeks against Broadax. In the gun, single running back in the backfield, and believe this is going to be a false start, as official Brian Davis calls it. A minor setback for the Orangemen. 2 sticks now. For those unfamiliar with rules up here in the Washington County Flag Football League, each cone indicates a first down. However, if a penalty puts you behind a cone, it is 2 sticks. In the gun. Drops back. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he gets away. And a big run here by Scott as he gets on the field. A lateral to Scunyon. Scunyon down the sidelines. And he's got seam. He's cutting up the field. Mikey Scunyon with a first down. Unbelievable. That went exactly as scripted, right, Kevin? And a first down. And folks, I'll tell you, I have seen it all today. been a beautiful day for flag football up here in Marty Snook Park in Hagerstown, Maryland. It's excitement every Sunday here. And here we go. In the gun once again. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back.
15. Watch the crack. Watch the crack, bro. 10.
Showing a 3-man front, potentially 5. Can they bring the heat? Here they come. Scott in the pocket. Throws, gets it off in time, and a completion, and they're going to call, I believe.
Hey, chill out.
Okay, guys, he got it.
And official Don Brown trying to call a holding here. Him and Brian Davis will discuss on the sidelines. Head coach TJ Williams disagrees on the call. You cannot hold on to the shorts of the player. Only can go for the flags.
Hey, back it up a little bit.
Here we go. In the gun once more. At the running back in an H-back formation. Scott drops back. He's got a fool, and the rush just tore that line apart. Well, we may inadvertent whistle as the call. Looked like Scott was sacked for a minute, but he got the ball out in time. But unfortunately, inadvertent whistle cost the do-over. Ruckus, perhaps one of the bigger stories this season. As mentioned earlier, 7-0 on the year. A franchise record for wins. They were B bracket champions last fall. This year, they're thinking of the A bracket. They've solidified a spot. And here comes the rush. Scott fires, end zone 1-on-1, and incomplete. He had a 1-on-1, but they just cannot come up with it. Yes, Matt, Ruckus won their previous game. They beat the Spartans just about a couple minutes ago. Game 5 of 6 this afternoon. And a very long day up here in Halfway Park, but it's been worth every second. Here we go. Got a man in motion. It's Mikey Scunyon. Scott in the gun. Drops back. Fires out to the running back. He's got a seam. He's got to get across the cone. And he'll go out of bounds. No, he is still going down the sideline. And it seems like there'll be a penalty.
Go get the ball, Pete. Go.
And official Don Brown, head coach of the Spartans, threw the penalty flag. He and Brian Davis are discussing. Don Brown himself, a former player in this league.
Foul on both teams.
What was the other foul?
Yeah, it's going to be dual penalties going both ways. Not entirely certain that the call is, but offset, and referee Brian Davis is saying it'll remain third down.
Third down, fellas.
Third and a cone to go. Roughly about a yard or two, actually. And the gun again. Balance set on both sides. Running back in the backfield. Here we go. Trots back in the gun. Scott's going to move. He's going to fire in the end zone. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and short. And let's see what the Orange men are going to do. They're in plus territory. See whether they'll kick it or whether they'll try to get the extra yards to progress the drive. As referees Brian Davis and Don Brown confer on the sidelines. Here we go. 2 wide receivers on each side. In the gun. Fourth and short, and he got him off sides, I believe. Yes, the flag was thrown. Either way, it'll be a first down. However, Dontel Watts on TNT is trying to signal that perhaps it was on Ruckus. Let's see what the officials are saying. TNT is saying it's a false start. But let's see what the referees are going to say here as they confer on the side. You got to give it to the refs here in the Washington County Flag Football League, officiating their 5th game of the day. And they're going to call it offsides on the defense. And that will be an automatic first down for Ruckus. First and goal. Anybody watching, just give a heads up. Share this on the Washington County Flag Football page. I am broadcasting my own personal Facebook, but it is public access for anybody to view. However, it'd be much preferred if somebody could share it onto the league page so that we can broaden our audience towards other league members. Josh Wheeler, the nose for TNT. Earlier this season, it's the second meeting against Ruckus. He wrecked that offensive line in their first meeting back in week 1 when Ruckus beat the Ducks 13-12. And it was week 4 that Wheeler jumped to TNT. And it's been a big, big addition to their defensive line. Here we go. Scott in the gun. 1 running back, has 2 wide receivers on each side. He's going to call a screen, but no, he's going to go end zone to Scunyon and off his hands. Oh my. He had to adjust, but he just cannot come down with it. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
We got it.
And a timeout called by TNT. It'll be their first of the half. The big question with these 2 squads is, how much does the doubleheader affect each one of them? Ruckus, as mentioned earlier, had a very, very close, interesting game with the GA Spartans. But TNT, as mentioned earlier, played a doubleheader in Winchester, Virginia. They play in 2 leagues, in fact. 8-man down Winchester and 9-man up here in Hagerstown. Bit of a difference, however, between 8- and 9-man football. 8-man, everybody can go out for a pass, including the center. Whereas of 9-man, you have 3 down linemen at a minimum. And it brings up third down as Scott talks to his offense. Third and goal is what the referee Brian Davis signals. They move the ball up, and Scott very far back in the gun, perhaps trying to buy him some space from this pass rush. He'll drop back, he'll fire in the end zone, and is that a touchdown? No signal yet. They're going to call him out of bounds. And fourth down for the Orangemen. Let's see what they come up with here. TMT believes that Ruckus, and looks like Ruckus is going for a field goal perhaps, to try to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And the kick is got up, and it is just short. No good. Big defensive stand for TMT as Ruckus drives down the field, even gets in the red zone, but ultimately just not enough. As the game will remain a 0-0 tie to start. As the TMT offense comes onto the field. Ball will start at the 20. Well, they're going to push it back to the 35, which is the normal starting position. Actually, no, they're going to call it quarter, actually. Well, at the end of the first quarter, we are deadlocked in a 0-0 tie. But TMT, for the first time in this game, will have the ball.
Oh my God, big God, damn.
Overcast day here in Marty Snook. Temperature's not too bad. I believe the high today was about a 64. A far, far cry from the temperatures the other week we've been experiencing in Maryland.
Second quarter, here we go.
Second quarter has begun. They're going to place the ball on the 25-yard line of TMT. And here we go. TMT is going to come out in a 2 tight end set. With one backer, and he's going to throw. It is complete to TJ Williams, the head coach, who gets it across for a gain of a couple yards on the play.
All line up off the line. Yeah, somebody got off.
There we go. Back in the 2 tight end set. They have a backer on the right side, but no other wideouts. Both are on the left. High snap and a handoff, and this, well, it's about a minimal gain. It did not look very good there for a second. High snap may have thrown the timing off a little bit on that run, but they still managed to get back to the line of scrimmage to bring up a very long third down.
I got you, man.
One wide receiver on this side, 2 tight ends. Empty backfield. He's going to run it himself to the left side, but he's going to throw, and it's caught. Completion to TJ Williams, and a huge first down for TMT. Big conversion on 3rd and long. And this is the vaunted offensive TMT we've seen for most of the year. 40 points against Warriors, 40 points against Top Gun, 21 against the Spartans, but a couple of weeks ago shut down to a mere 7 by the Red Knights. But it's been a long 2 weeks since then. And so far it seems like TMT is a little bit more prepared today.
15.
2 tight ends on the side, lined up. 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right. In the gun again, running empty. He's going to run it. Fires deep, and it is completed down the field. Big, big first down, and I think he has a touchdown. Yes, sir. Touchdown, TMT.
Hey, hey,
Let's go!
hey, they got the 3 linemen and the 2 tight ends on the wide out draw.
And TMT strikes first blood as they jump out to a 6-0 lead after Ruckus held the ball throughout the entirety of the first quarter. With a very commanding opening drive, but TMT retaliates and rallies back. Beautiful, beautiful play. And they're going to go for the extra point. In the gun. Going to bat it down by Shane Sabir of Ruckus. And folks, first score goes to TMT as they lead 6-0. And the Orangemen of Ruckus come back onto the field.
Come on, offense. Come on.
Let's go, put up.
Ruckus is going to start this drive on the 35-yard line. Normal designated starting position. After the score. Two wide receivers on each side. One lone running back in the backfield. And he's going to line up in an H-back position. Got a man in motion in the slot. 3 on one side, now on the right. Scott drops back, fires, complete the Scunion across the middle. First down, Ruckus. Big, big first down for Ruckus. Trying to respond to TMT scoring first. Scott in the gun. 2 wide receivers on each side of the ball. 1 running back in the backfield. Blitz coming. Scotty, screen pass. And it is dropped by Mayo for an incomplete. Right idea, just not executed. That'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get across to the next cone.
2nd down.
2nd and 19 is what official Brian Davis will declare in the field.
15, fellas.
Let's go, Ruckus! Oh, no. 10.
1 in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. Scott turns, fires, complete, across, and it's just got to be a minimal gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Pulls him a little closer to the next cone, but just not enough as it'll be 3rd and 16. And so far, TMT, a little bit of a rough start on that opening drive, but they seem to have settled in defensively. Let's see if Ruckus can respond to the earlier score.
15.
Two wideouts on both sides and a running back. Scott throws, well, nope, nothing. They're going to call it a sack. It is Josh Wheeler on the sack. And that brings up 4th and 2 sticks now for Ruckus.
Hey, motion.
Here we go.
Outside.
And it appears they will bring on the punting unit. But you never know in this league. 4th and long never means anything. Remember, you cannot rush the A-gaps here in Washington County Flag Football League. And it's a low snap. Marshall's going to punt, and he just got it away to the sideline. And that was a scary moment if you were Ruckus. Almost blocked, but he managed to veer it away at the very last second.
Hey, come here, Dustin, come here.
First and looks to be about 10 yards. Handoff up the middle. He's actually going to cut to the outside on the right, but cut back in the middle for a gain of a couple of yards. He ran roughly twice the length to get half the yards. But a positive play is a positive play. Second down for TNT. In the gun. 3 wide receivers. Actually going to go 4 on one side. But man in motion is going to fire a screen to the outside. Gets it complete. Gain for maybe about a yard. Good defense by Ruckus on that one. Very good discipline. It'll bring up 3rd down for Too Much Talent, as they call themselves. Here we go. In the gun, and a bit of a pistol look, actually. One tight end, and he's going to go in motion. The running back rolling right. Going to fire. No, he's going to pump fake. Fires deep, and it is incomplete. The tip caused the incompletion. Good defense by Ruckus. But let me tell you, this kid at Q, he's got moves. And looks like TJ Williams is calling for them to go for it here on 4th down, in what appears to be about 7 or 8 yards. This is one of those pendulum moments in the game. A conversion perhaps could demoralize Ruckus a little bit, whereas a non-conversion could give Ruckus their hopes back in this game. Here we go. 4th down from the gun. He's going to run to his right. He's pointing downfield. He's going to pump fake, and he fires, and it's high. Batted down at the last second. What a play by Piper, number 7 on Ruckus. He leaped right on front of the television screen and knocked it completely over. And Ruckus will get the ball back on a failed 4th down conversion. Just a reminder. And they are calling for the 2-minute warning. With the score, TMT 6, Ruckus 0.
Shoot. You got 2 minutes.
3 timeouts apiece, right?
Yes, sir. No, hey, y'all got 1.
You got 1? Oh,
You got 2. You got 2.
Okay.
Use 1.
Referee Brian Davis telling TMT they have 2 timeouts remaining. Plenty of time.
15.
And got a tight end on the left side. Scott in the gun, 4 wide receivers. Let's see what they do here. Here comes the heat. Scott gonna throw it. Completion across the middle for a gain of a couple. Modest completion, but it's the short passes that can really benefit you against this furious rush by the Purplemen of TMT. Got it in the gun again. All went to the left side, fires, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver Mikey Scunya just a little low. Dontel Watts was there on the coverage, but just not enough. 3rd down for Ruckus. Looks to be 3rd and very short, actually. 3rd and about a yard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 15.
Here we go. 1 tight end still. Scott in the gun. Scott's going to drop back. He's going to fire. And it is intercepted! Going the other way, down the sidelines. And he will score on a pick 6. And it sounds like TMT is going for 2, a pick 6. And this game, and too much talent has jumped out to a 12-0 lead already on the undefeated Ruckus. I'm getting close, Tom. See, it's the filmmaker in me. I love being in the action. But I don't like playing in the action. It's the only difference. They're signaling for 2 here from the 7-yard line. And Ruckus will call timeout. They could not. There was confusion on the sideline. The Ruckus sideline was saying they only had 8 men on the field, but the Ruckus defense disagrees.
They only had 8. Yeah, it would have been even.
Been a bit of a shake-up day almost here in the Washington County Flag Football League. Earlier today, Broadax trailed 14-0 for 58 minutes. 16 of their total points came in the final 2 minutes as they secured a 16-14 win on the Knights. And here we go. Ruckus in a similar predicament. Fires in the end zone. It is intercepted. And you can return this for 2. Can he get it back down the field? Running down the sidelines, and he's going to be stopped short. Crowd going crazy here in Hagerstown on the interception. The Ruckus sideline is very rambunctious right now. Nonetheless, the score remains 12-0 TMT as we are under 2 minutes left in the first half. Referee Brian Davis signaling 1:15 left on the clock here in the first half.
1:15. It'll start on the snap.
Ruckus coming out. 1 tight end. Looks like they should go overload to line it. Orsini is lining up at tight end. And it seems like there's some confusion. TMT a little upset about the placement of the ball, but the 35-yard line is the mandatory placement after a score. And Davis trying to tell TJ Williams the placement of the ball and everything else. But no, this is about correct. This is the normal placement. Ruckus 7-0 on the year, having a big season, but right now they're in a 12-0 deficit in the first half. Scott in the gun. Oh, and looks like it's going to be yes. A neutral zone infraction on the offense, which will give Ruckus an automatic first down at the 40-yard line.
SOS. SOS.
One tight end, 4 wide receivers. Scott in the gun. Score is 12-0 TMT early on here in the first half. Scott drops back, trying to evade the rush. Moves around, but just not enough as he is sacked by Josh Wheeler again. Josh Wheeler, who had, what was it, Josh? 3-4 sacks in the opener? Asserting his dominance early. One of the finest pass rushers in the league. First down, got a tight end on the right. Scott going to call a screen. Complete. Goes down the field. Oh, and look at this play! But they said he stepped out of bounds. And that was a stiff arm, and Dontel Watts got laid out on that one. He leveled him on that one. Referee saying 17 seconds left in this half. Take this time to remind you the Washington County Flag Football Power Rankings will be out later this week as we set up a preview for what's to come in the final month of the regular season. Tight end on the right. 4 wide receivers for Scott. 17 ticks remaining. Trying to get on the scoreboard before the half. Screen. Nope, he's got a pump fake. Fires downfield to Scunyon, and it's just too much. Incomplete. Scunyon had his man beaten, but just a little much on the play. 4th down with 10 seconds to go. Let's see what Ruckus decides to do. They will call timeout. This is a big decision here. On one hand, you want to get on the board before half because TMT will have the ball to start the second half. But on the other hand, you do not want to take a big chance here. Interception, punt return, a sack, anything can happen here. As we learned earlier today, with Broadex rallying back from a 14-0 deficit with 2 minutes remaining to shock the Red Knights 16-14.
Here we go.
10 seconds left.
4th down.
Big play here. They just need to get across the cone. They theoretically can have at least 2 shots in the end in the score here. Let's see what they can do. But they have to convert this 4th down first. Low snap. Scott adjusts. Fires it across the middle. It is incomplete.
Everybody.
And TMT.
What we got? 4 seconds.
TMT will get the ball back with 4 seconds to go. Let's see if they try.
Hey, we want to go to the half.
Now we want it.
And referee Brian Davis asking if they want to go to the half or if they want to try to get one more play off here, perhaps making it 18-0 deficit. Perhaps even more. Let's see what can happen here. Turnover on downs. And a little confusion in the huddle. They needed an O lineman and they grabbed Dontel Watts, who normally is a defensive back. Dontel can do a lot of things. I'm not quite sure if offensive lineman is one of them. In the gun, 5 wide receiver set. And they're going to call another timeout.
Hey, here we go.
Just trying to get things situated, I believe. Here we go. It'll be a 1 down, barring a penalty. In the gun, he'll fire a quick out. And looking for the lateral. He's got it up the field. He's got a block. He's going down the sidelines. Is he out of bounds, though? Let's see what they're going to call. The referee signaling touchdown on that end, but did he step out? The back judge is saying he did it.
No, shake it off. Thank you. Thank you.
The referee Brian Davis is overruling.
How are you going to call it?
Let's see what they're going to say. And they're calling touchdown. Unbelievable. It was referee Brian Davis overruling the call.
Jake, let's go. 1 or 2.
And they are going to go for the 2-point conversion again. We apologize if any interference. I was disconnected earlier. The 2-point conversion by TMT was no good. The score is 18-0 as we start the 3rd quarter.
Hey!
Here we go. Hand off to the left. Cuts across the middle. He's got speed. He's a burner. He's going down the field. Across the sidelines. Does he got another? Is it another score? No. Ref saying he's out of bounds. Tyler Spencer of Miller Lite, so that's Broadex indicating it's a score. But his own personal rule don't quite apply here. Either way, it is a 1st down and goal for TMT. And if you're Ruckus, this is not the start to the 2nd half you needed. Here we go. Let's get closer to the sideline red zone cam. Registered trademark of myself. TMT trying to extend this to a 4-score lead. Gonna roll out to the right. Takes off. Good, minimal gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. Second down for too much talent. Trying to bounce back from a devastating loss a couple weeks ago to the Red Knights, who experienced an even more devastating loss earlier today against Broadex. That's just been a little piece of the action today in the Washington County Flag Football League. If you're looking for a fun time, just ride on up to Marty Snook Park in Hagerstown, Maryland. We're here every Sunday, aside from next week, for the next month or so. In the gun. He's going to drop back. Looks. Going to try to run, and he is sacked in the backfield for a loss. Or no. He thought he was, and I think everybody here thought he was. He's still going. Nobody has his flag till he's finally taken down. Oh my. I think everybody was fooled by that one. Ruckus was fooled. TMT was fooled. The quarterback was fooled. I was fooled. The rest were fooled. And they're going to call it a replay of second down. Inadvertent whistle is the call. It's a fast-paced game out here. And TMT will call timeout their first of the half. Trying to, I guess, come up with a good game plan here.
The Andrew was saying, if you're going to record the game, you got to make sure you stay back.
I got it. Yeah, Don got a little upset at me earlier. In the end zone here.
I mean, so that calls a penalty. It was a penalty on that, and he didn't see it. Hey,
Fires across the middle. TJ Williams, has he got it? Short of the end zone, right at the... No, wait! And the back judge is going to signal a touchdown. I don't know about this call, ladies and gentlemen. And they're signaling touchdown. I don't know about this one.
That's exactly what we talked about. It's where the ball's at, not where you pull the flag. It's where the ball's at.
Official believes it's where the ball was. Well, that's where it is.
It's not where you pull the flag, it's where the ball was at.
Trying to explain to Ruckus about the call. Very close play. So we stay here in the league. It is always a game of inches.
No.
And it looks like they're going for the extra point, lining up at the 2-yard line, trying to make it a 25-0 lead. Unbelievable scene here. Blitz coming. Toss to the right, or left, I should say. Fires in the end zone. Caught! Dentel Watts on the extra point. And it is 25-0 TMT. We talked about this in the first month of the season. TMT blowing out teams left and right. They took out Top Gun, took out Warriors, and right now they are giving the same beatdown to Ruckus. And Ruckus's players not happy with the call at all. Shane Zabir, the birthday boy, not very happy today. Not happy with the call at all. And right now, it is a 25-0 lead for TMT. A 4-score advantage. And if Ruckus is going to get back in this game, they have to do it now. Orsini on the left side of tight end. 4 wide receivers. Scott in the gun. And looks like Orsini with the catch. And that looked like there may have been a little bit of a miscommunication. Both Orsini and Scunyon were in the same vicinity. But Referee Brian Davis seems to indicate there is a holding call on the play. And that will erase the first down.
Hands in the face, he had him up under his chin.
Nope, it is a hands to the face call.
Andy said earlier, if your hand hits the face, I'm just messing with you.
Here we go. He knows. First down. I'm good. Yep. Hey, but it didn't start.
Ruckus in the gun. Tight end on the left side. Scott in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Here we go. Takes a snap. Scott fires across the middle. It is complete for a first down. And there might be an extra flag there. And yes, they're going to call it. And Scott trying to get a last man call. Last man rule states if you're the last man there and you tackle or hold, it is an automatic touchdown. Let's see what the refs say. Hey, Ruckus! Hey, Ruckus! And Brian Davis, they're going to signal it. Touchdown, Ruckus. The last man call, and Ruckus finally gets on the board.
How do you give him a touchdown?
Last man rule.
We had a safety back there.
That's what
He
they
was our
said.
safety.
Jones upset with the call.
I ain't never get a touchdown call in my life. A touchdown? You can't
And
get a touchdown, at least a red zone.
TMT saying they had a safety back there still who could have got them. Unfortunately, we do not have instant replay here at the Washington County Flag Football League. That is not included in the budget. But now the score is 25-6. And Ruckus now down by 3 scores. Still a long ways to go. We've seen it come back once earlier today. Not just once, twice actually. This morning, Market Street Mayhem trailed 6-0 on Top Gun in the 4th quarter. Could not get anything going, but managed to pull together in the end for a 13-6 victory. And they're still debating the call in the end zone. But Ruckus seems like they're content with the extra point then, just trying to get on.
Hey, Joey's got the replay, huh?
Check my Facebook. TMT demanding a replay. Unfortunately, this is all in live time. Here comes the extra point to pull within 18. Kick is up, and it is off the leg of Orsini. No good. And Ruckus gets on the scoreboard, unable to convert the extra point. With the score, TMT 25, Ruckus 6.
They're going off the field, man. That's their own ball.
Hey, Doug Tell would have got a penalty for that. You're right.
Doug Tell would have got a penalty.
And the offense for TMT coming back on the field.
That's what we do. You already know.
Head coach TJ Williams. Showing signs of a very different team than the one we saw here 2 weeks ago against the Red Knights. Can they rally back? You're going to stop here. The fires across. Complete. And that is going to be a first down for TMT. Ruckus is trying to say
They're mad, is what they are.
there was a lowering the shoulder against TMT, but don't believe it was the case.
Big guy, give me a couple steps back, please.
I got you, Brian. Referee Brian Davis just trying to ensure there's no interference by yours truly. Tight end on the left side. 2 wide receivers on both. Gonna fire it across, and a little bit of miscommunication there.
Second down.
Timing looked to be a bit off on that play. Brings up second down for TNT.
Here we go. I'd hate to hear that, no? 15.
Empty backfield again. 1 tight end. Here comes the rush. Going to fire it. And incomplete. Third down for too much talent. It does beg the question, is there such a thing as too much talent? Or is there not enough talent to be given around? A little bit of a philosophical question for today. We begin third down here. 4 wide receivers and a tight end for TNT. We're about to bring the heat from the outside. He's going to drop, he's going to throw, and incomplete. And the Ruckus pass rush, a big, big difference here on this drive. Disrupting the timing just a little bit for TNT. Just enough to force a 4th down. And sounds like TNT is going to punt. Brian Davis signaling 15 on the play clock. TNT looks very disorganized, trying to get to the line and to set up. Here it comes. Slow snap, and there was a whistle. And they're going to call false start on TNT. It'll be a replay of down. And in a way, not what Ruckus probably would have wanted there. They had a good field position. But let's see if they get even better field position here on this. And it seems like they're missing a lineman in the middle. Very wide split right now. I am not sure what they're doing. Are they going for it, perhaps? Nope. He's going to run it himself. And he's going to get a first down up the field. A big, big 4th down conversion for TNT. Everybody seemed confused there. I think Ruckus thought it was going to be a punt, and they fell right into the bait. TNT took it straight up to middle for a first down on a fake punt run. Perhaps even a quarterback draw with the formation set up the way it was. And actually, a little bit of a correction here. It appears that the cone was the first down marker. My mistake. So Ruckus will get the ball back. Just short of the first down. Ouch. The trick play worked, just not to its fullest potential. In the gun. 2 tight ends for Ruckus. Scott gonna throw. Complete to Orsini. Orsini may have lost his pants a little bit there, but he will get the first down. Or will he?
Oh, okay. It's got twinkle toes over there. Yeah, second down, my man.
Second down. 15 seconds on the play clock for Ruckus. 2 tight ends set. 3 wide receivers. Empty backfield, and they are going to call quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, TMT is up 25-7. Can Ruckus mount the comeback? We've seen it twice today in WCFFL. Would there be a third time?
Here we go, fourth quarter, fellas. Here we go, fourth quarter.
Two tight ends set. Three wide receivers. Empty backfield again. Scott in the gun. TMT bringing the heat. He's going to fire it downfield. Does he got a man? Incomplete, broken up.
Make up speed. Third down.
And that's going to bring up third down as this field turning into a bit of a dust bowl.
Let the play be top.
Is they making a substitution or Orsini coming out? See what they got to line up in. The running back is coming back in. Curious to see what Ruckus does here. But they're running out of time here on the play clock. One tight end, running back, and three wide receivers. Here's the formation. Scott looking. Pump fakes. Throws a Scunyon complete. Scunyon had to get a little high to reel it in, but it got the completion. Short gain.
Got fourth down.
And it'll bring up fourth down for the Orangemen.
Wheeler, watch the ball. Hey, Damien.
Ruckus 7-0 on the year. Have not lost a game since the regular season finale last fall. 9-game winning streak. Second longest in league play.
Fourth in the cone, fellas.
Longest goes to Broad X, who expanded theirs to 37 today.
15, Scott.
One tight end, one running back, three wide receivers.
10.
Scott in the gun. He's going to look. Here comes the rush, running to his right, throws it, complete!
Let's go. It was thrown.
And let's see. Did he get the first down?
No, they didn't.
Short of the first down marker is the call. A turnover, and TMT will take over with a commanding 25-6 lead. TMT on their third leg of 4 games today. 2 earlier today in Winchester. Their first one here in Hagerstown. Still to come, TMT and Ducks. I will not be broadcasting it, however. This is the second biggest game of the week.
15.
That matchup between number 4 TMT and number 2 Ruckus. And right now, TMT is making a very strong case for number 2. Handoff to the right side. Gets a little bit of a gain on there, not too much. But it gets the purpose, run down the yards and drain the clock. A 19-point lead for too much talent.
No, I know you're saying.
And a very good day for football here in the WCFFL. 2 tight ends, 1 in motion, and it looks like it'll be a dead ball.
Everybody else gonna say something.
That's why I scored. That's not trouble, man. Yeah, just play your game. You know? Third down. Third down. 15.
Two tight ends set. And this is a running back on this end. Let's see what they're setting up. Looks like we get offsides, perhaps.
Touch this.
Ruckus came across a little early. Neutral zone infraction on the defense.
That's last stop. Yes. Third down.
It's second down, right?
Third down.
It's second. It's second.
Run. Pass.
And let's see a little bit of a disagreement here.
Third down.
Coach Williams saying that it is
Replaying this third down.
second down, but referee Brian Davis says it is third. Two tight ends, running back, and two wide receivers. Trots back, and incomplete. Just a little short. And they're going to call fourth down.
We're up 26-6.
And looks like TMT is going to go for it. Perhaps to put the dagger in the heart of Ruckus.
You gotta make sure you got it. 15.
15 seconds on the play clock.
Go.
In the gun, five wide receivers. He's going to roll to his right. Going to fire. It is a first down for TMT. And they don't got him yet. And he will score upon first glance.
Oh, my, not me.
But Brian Davis will call the penalty back on a holding call.
Holding on who? Wow.
You tackle.
It's all good. Brian, you really
Control.
I'm being hard. I'm just fucking with you.
She'll bring up fourth and two cones.
Go. You play the fourth down. Two sticks.
One running back, four wide receivers. And it's going to be a sack on fourth down. Ruckus will take over. Question is, though, is it too little too late? 25-6 here in the fourth quarter. TMT jumped up to a big lead early on. Ruckus has played a much better second half. But with only 5:50 to go, is it too late for the Orangemen?
Get out of here.
Four wide receivers and a tight end for Ruckus. Trying to cut this deficit. 19-point lead for TMT here in the fourth quarter. 5:50 remaining in the game. Scott gonna pump fake, complete, and it looks like he's got something. And he's gonna have his flag pulled just short of the end zone. Ruckus going no huddle. Trying to make it at least 25-12. It'd still be a 2-score deficit. Scott gonna fire in the end zone to Scunyon, broke it up, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. From looks like to be roughly the puck's up here. Looks like to be roughly the 7-yard line. Very close, however. Trying to stay undefeated, Ruckus. Shooting for 8-0, but the way things have been going today for them, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Got to score here. 1 tight end, 4 wide receivers. Scott in the gun. He's going to fire in the end zone. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Something you got to start thinking of is the clock. Well, they're going to have to try to score here. Tight end on the left side. Scott in the gun. Gonna look on a throw to Orsini. Touchdown! The big man, Kevin Orsini. TJ Williams claiming he had a sack. I don't believe so. Scott signaling for the 2-point conversion. Williams believed he had a sack, but just not enough.
What?
As
Nigga,
Ruckus
that's not my fucking man.
pulls within 13 points here in the 4th quarter.
It's always TJ's fault. Look. It's always, bruh.
And Ruckus is going to call timeout as they're looking to go for 2 to make it 25-14 potentially.
26-12 now.
I was told 25 earlier. I thought it was 25.
26. That makes the control game.
Okay. 26-12, a correction by the back judge. And they're going for the extra point, which would make it 26-13. They were going to go for 2, but they've just made the decision not to. Remember, the A gaps are closed. And it looks like a fake. Well, perhaps a botch snap. Dorsey running. Going on the right left side. It's an intercepted TJ Williams. Remember, you can return this for 2 points. And it's going to be a tackle, and that's going to be a flag. And he's trying to say he went for the flag, but from this angle, it did not look good. No, it did not look good at all. They're trying to say last man rule in this case, which if it does would give TMT 2 points. Let's see what official Don Brown and Brian Davis say. And that's a 2-minute warning. It'll be 26-12. And TMT, they can start to try to drain this clock. Don't want to make a big mistake here. Ruckus still within 2 scores. Handoff up the middle. And gotta seem he will get a first down. And the bleeding will start for TMT as they edge closer to their 4th win of the season. Looks like Ruckus will not try to stop the clock. TMT about to go 4-1 on the year. Another one of the surprise stories this season along with Ruckus. That was one of the biggest hypes about this game. Making a very strong case for number 2 in the power rankings. And the quarterback's on the sidelines. They're going to snap, throw to him, trick play, and he's going to run it himself. And he's going to run out of bounds, which stops the clock.
Something really bad.
Jacob, get some football knowledge. Come down.
It's not hurt and I ain't getting fucking hit.
I'd have got flagged for that. I'd have got flagged for that.
I don't get in here like that.
No, if you did it to me, I'd have got flagged.
Final moments of the game. This will be Ruckus' first loss of the season and their first loss since the end of the 2016 fall regular season. They made the run for the B bracket championship. Have not lost since, and Zabir's going to get a sack late in the game. And Ruckus finally signaling a timeout.
I got nobody on the line on this side.
It's actually going to be a flag. Don Brown just threw a flag for illegal formation on TMT.
No, only Drew been going on. Taking the sack.
There's going to be a decline in the penalty. Sack will count instead.
Third down.
3rd down and 2 sticks.
They're going to have to score one more and then score again.
TMT trying to finish this one. Ride it out into the sunset before they play the Ducks right after this game. And fake the handoff, going to throw it quick out. And does he get a first? He will get a first and a big stiff arm. And there's going to be a late flag for a tussle on the sideline.
Hey, let him keep talking, Tyler. Hey, this ain't going like that. He's got it. Get the whole team ejected.
Seemed like there's a bit of an issue on the sideline between a couple players on Ruckus and the sideline of TMT. And referee Brian Davis will call a stiff arm to the face.
Time left.
Take a knee. Don't get anybody hurt. Take a knee. Don't get anybody hurt, man.
There we go. Pistol formation. He's going to drop back. He's going to fire in the end zone. And incomplete.
Second down.
2nd down and 2 sticks, I believe. TNT trying to put up some more points, perhaps. Put some style points late in this game. Make up for the lack of points against the Red Knights a couple weeks ago. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey.
Davis trying to communicate with the sideline. Quick out to the right side. He's going to run, and he might just score. 2 men to beat. Does he got it?
Touchdown!
They're signaling TNT still on touchdown. Let's see what the ref's saying.
Hey, I ain't the owner. I'm just a player. Hey, how much time on? How much time on?
And they're going to call it 1st and goal.
Ryan. Don, come and talk to you.
TMT at this point just trying to put more on the board. And the rest will just call it off before we can run one final play. And that is the end of today's game. TMT 26, Ruckus 12. TMT not happy with the game being called. They're looking to put up 30, but they will fall short of that mark, but they will complete a victory nonetheless. To sum it up, Ruckus' first loss of the season, first loss since October of 2016 in league play. TMT, 4th win of the season, only 1 loss. And depending on what happens this afternoon against the West Virginia Ducks, a very strong case for number 2 in the league.
Damn! Bring them out! You heard it?
For WJFB, I'm Joey Bassford here in the Joey Broadcasting Network, saying have a wonderful evening. We'll keep you posted for further Washington County Flag Football League action.